The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain, so obvious, and so simple, yet everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. That's Alan Watts. And most of us live exactly like that, rushing, pushing, panicking, treating life like a problem to solve. We pile up tasks, chase outcomes, and try to control the uncontrollable. But what if our entire approach to success, happiness, and control is backwards? What if the very stress and frustration we feel is because we misunderstand life itself? Today, we're going to explore why life isn't a problem to fix, it's a dance. And we'll turn Alan Watts' philosophy into practical steps you can apply immediately. Hi, I'm Dan. I help people make smarter choices, reach their goals, and create the life they actually want. Alan Watts was a British philosopher who translated Eastern philosophy, Zen, Taoism, Mindfulness, into terms Western audiences could understand. He spent decades studying why people overcomplicate life, chase the wrong goals, and miss the simple experience of just being alive. Why listen to him? Because his ideas aren't just abstract philosophy, they're practical. They show how to reduce stress, think more clearly, make better decisions, and even achieve more without forcing life or exhausting yourself. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies to stop you fighting life, work with it, and feel more alive in every moment. We often treat life like a puzzle, work harder, plan more, fix everything, and chase endlessly. And when things don't go perfectly, we panic, stress, or beat ourselves up. The stress comes from trying to force life into something it isn't. It isn't a riddle. It's not an enemy. It's an unfolding experience. Every moment, whether easy or challenging, is just part of the flow. Instead of panicking over tasks or outcomes today, pause for a moment and notice your surroundings. The sounds, your breath, your posture. Observe it without judgment. Even a small pause starts training you to live instead of constantly reacting to things. Notice that this simple act alone can change your day. You're no longer rushing blindly, you're present, and this means you're thinking clearly. Watts warned that our obsession with control causes enormous stress. We try to control outcomes, people, the future, and even our own minds. But life is inherently unpredictable. The harder you grip, the more it slips, and he compared life to water. If you grab it tightly, it escapes. If you let it flow, you move naturally with it. This doesn't mean doing nothing. It means focusing your energy on what is actually within your control, your actions, your attention, your decisions, and letting go of the rest. And next time you feel pressure to control a situation, ask yourself, what is actually in my control right now? Focus there and let the rest flow. Notice how your stress drops and your decisions become sharper. The key is not resisting uncertainty, but working with it. Uncertainty is not an obstacle, it's part of the rhythm of life. We've been taught that success equals money, status, recognition, or external achievements. Watts reframes it. Success is alignment, presence, engagement, and being in your flow, not just accumulation. When you stop chasing arbitrary metrics, you can measure life by what really matters: presence, creativity, joy, and connection with people. Success is no longer a scoreboard, it's a state of being. Today, notice one action where you participate fully without worrying about a reward or an outcome, a conversation, a challenging task, or a hobby. And the more you practice this, the less life feels like a competition, and the more it feels like an experience just to be lived. Here's how to bring this philosophy into your daily life. First, pause, observe, and appreciate. Take 2 or 3 minutes a day to notice your thoughts, your emotions, and your surroundings. Feel present and practice gratitude for the life you have now. Embrace the uncertainty of life. Step into one small, unknown thing today. Think of a new idea that excites you, try a new hobby, or reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You don't need perfection, just movement in the right direction. Number 3 is focus on the process. Shift your attention from distant outcomes to the actions in front of you. Enjoy each step rather than obsessing over the outcome. 4, Notice patterns. Pay attention to moments where you feel rushed, reactive, or stressed. These are signals showing where you're resisting the things you can't control. These small adjustments shift perspective and reduce mental friction. Life becomes lighter, more fluid, and more productive and enjoyable. Stop fighting life. Your mind becomes clearer. Your goals become easier to approach. Creativity rises and stress falls. The paradox what's highlighted: the more you let go of controlling everything, the more naturally things align and work in your favour. Your daily presence, attention, and engagement are more valuable than anything you accomplish externally. Pick one small habit today to practice presence, even just noticing your breath whilst walking or listening fully during a conversation. Small, consistent steps compound into massive improvements over time. Alan Watts teaches that life isn't a problem to solve, it's a reality to experience. It's a dance, a rhythm, a flow. Start today by loosening your grip, pausing more, and stepping fully into the moment you're in. Happiness and success aren't things to chase, they're things you already have access to if you notice them. If you want more practical insights to think sharper, live better, and create the life you truly want, subscribe now. There's so much more to explore.